Hello everyone, my name is Tyler and my favorite sport is basketball. And growing up, I always dreamed of dunking. I would tell myself I can't wait until I'm older and I can dunk. And then I got older and I got bigger. But I still couldn't dunk a basketball on a 10-foot hoop. And as a former JV basketball player, I just wasn't meant to dunk. And now I'm past my prime. It's what you would probably expect me to say. But now I've decided to pursue an old goal of mine, be able to dunk on a 10-foot hoop consistently. And I'll define consistently by saying I want to be able to do it 3 times consecutively. And I have a 4-part plan to meet my goal. Number 1 is to lose weight, which will be about 10 pounds from where I started. My heaviest was around 194 pounds in April, and now I'm weighing at about 189 pounds. My goal weight is roughly like 180 to 184 pounds. Research shows that having a higher body fat percentage can decrease your vertical jump height, so I want the majority of the weight I lose to be fat rather than muscle. Step number 2 is progress my plyometrics and power movements. In the winter and spring, I focused on hypertrophy, strength, and extensive low-level plyometrics. In the summer, I've been reducing the volume in the gym and increasing my jumping and basketball playing volume. And I'm training my upper body now for a combination of strength and hypertrophy, and I'm training my lower body focusing more on power production, high forces at high velocities with longer rest times in between sets. Step number 3 is avoid injury, which is probably the most important. And I'm going to do that by including full range of motion exercises, controlling the eccentric portion of the exercises, while also managing my volume and intensity of my workouts. I'm currently battling back from a low back injury that I've been dealing with for the past few weeks after hurting it from getting set up on lumbar traction at work, which I know somehow that was enough to injure me, but I'm feeling close to 100% now, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And the training will be a balancing act of both including high force and high velocity movements with also slow and controlled eccentric movements that can build the tissue capacity to continue to withstand the forces and stresses that I apply to my body. And then step number 4 is have fun. I performed an assessment before moving to Nantucket to make sure that I'm either progressing or at least maintaining my strength and explosiveness and vertical throughout this training process. And my initial standing vertical was 27.5 inches. My approach vertical was 31.5 inches. My 1 rep max on bench press was 225 pounds. My squat 1 rep max was 350 pounds. My deadlift 1 rep max was 405 pounds. And my overhead press max was 140 pounds. I did as many reps as possible as I could on pull-ups, and I was able to do 15 reps. What I have access to on Nantucket is a gym with free weights, and I found a local high school that has an outdoor basketball court with nets that are hanging onto the rim by a thread, and that'll be good enough for me. And out of this series, I hope to give you ideas on what exercises and movements you can use to help improve your vertical jump height and durability. But I also want to help you understand why I chose certain exercises and movements, and I hope to provide some entertainment as well. And by the end of this series, I hope to find the answer to the question, can a former ground-bound JV basketball player improve his athleticism and vertical enough to be able to throw down consistently? If you're interested, stay tuned as I track my dunking progress.